I'm I'm laughing a bit because I was looking at a post by Governor Greg Abbott of Texas, and he's bragging about how the Spurs are going to take out the um, the New York Knicks in the finals, and he's got a picture of himself dunking over Kathy Hochul, who's the governor of New York, and I wish I had that picture to show you, but we just ran behind. But if you can find it, it's extra funny because Governor Greg Abbott, he lives in a wheelchair, so he's up in his wheelchair, slam dunking Kathy Hochul. Anyway, well, thanks for coming to the show. Let's get the show on the road, and I'll see you in there. Thanks for coming.
Did you know 7 major corporations own over half of the top newspapers?
No. What do you recommend?
I like the top 5 news.
Without Googling it, I would probably go with the top 5 news.
Best news. I watch a little bit of everything, but I would say probably the top 5 news.
A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watch the Top 5 News show.
Welcome to Top 5 News, 5 stories in 5 minutes.
And now, basking in the glow of social media free speech, let him cook, let the ideas flow. May I introduce Joe and the Top 5 News team.
Thank you, Bob, for that fine introduction. This is Joe Palaio. We have the top 5 news for you here. We give you all the news that you can use and nothing that might make you confused, nothing that would give you the blues. It's just 5 stories in 5 minutes that you can use. So if your career's already in a high gear, or if you're just sitting in a cubicle box checking your stocks, waiting to see a game over to the work game, I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. And once you watch one episode to the end, you'll never be the same. You'll never view your news the same, that's for sure. And this is the top 5 news. Tonight we have manufacturing booms, story about Wemby, the generational alien, story about the Spurs heading to the NBA Finals, the Pride Month or the Veterans Pride Month debate, and the $150 robot charge for cleaning your apartment by a robot. Is it real news? Let's jump in. Story number 5 tonight. May manufacturing is up. It had the strongest month, and the latest manufacturing index came in hotter than expected. It was 54, solid gains in orders, backlogs, productions, factories expanding for the 5th month. And economists say it's a positive sign that the economy is staying resilient even with some global uncertainty and high oil prices. Story number 4 tonight. Wemby. Remember I told you about Wemby? So this is the generational talent. He's 7'4" with 10-foot long arms. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he plays for the Spurs and he's led them to the finals here. He's born January 4th, 2004, and he won a couple of titles with his teams overseas in, I guess, France. He's from France, and he was an MVP of the league. Started at age 15. Leading the league in rebounds and blocks and points, and he's number 1 pick by the Spurs in the draft in 2023, rookie of the year 2024, and now he's come into his own and he's led his young team to the championship dance, and he was voted defensive player of the year. Even if you don't like basketball, you got to tune in and just watch this guy's arms and his skill. Because usually the guys that are this big, they're a little bit less coordinated than the little guys, and he's almost as coordinated as the little guys, and they come up to like here on him, so it's pretty amazing. Anyway, story number 3, yes, the Spurs head to the finals. They are taking on the New York Knickerbockers. Spurs first time since 2014. The Knicks first time in the big dance since 1999. Story number 2 tonight, Pride Month or Veterans Month, a growing debate in June as being about whether June should be Pride Month or Veterans Month. And veteran groups and conservative groups are pushing to shift or share the national focus towards honoring maybe military members or other related groups and calling on Trump to make it official. And others argue that both can be recognized without replacing the other. The conversation is trending heavily across X and Facebook and other platforms. Story number one today, the AI Insider account shows a $150 humanoid robot that will come and clean your apartment. And you believe the story? In San Francisco, according to the AI Insider, the next wave of robotics is hitting the consumer homes right now. A San Francisco startup called Gatsby, as in the Great Gatsby, is sending full-size humanoid robots to clean apartments. You book through their iOS app like a regular cleaner, and the robot shows up at your door for a flat $150. You know, if I still lived in San Francisco, I think I'd hire one just to see if this story was true. Will somebody hire one? Let me know. Typical clean takes about 3 hours, and it goes beyond the regular vacuuming. It handles dishes, surfaces, floors, bed making, and laundry. And for now, it's only live in San Francisco, but it could be one of the very first mainstream consumer uses for a humanoid robot that cleans your whole apartment or home while you do nothing else. The 150 is for your house, no matter what the size, apparently. So, you know, it's a billionaire bargain. Where would you sign up at for it? You'll have to find that. Where would you let one clean your house? Let me know in the comments, and hope that you enjoyed this quick rundown of the top 5 news. We'll be here every weeknight at 5, giving you 5 stories in 5 minutes. Which story do you want to hear more about? What topics did I miss? Drop it in the comments. Like, repost, subscribe. See you here tomorrow for the next 5. I'm Joe Palaio. Keep pushing forward with excellence in everything that you do. The future's bright, as Jeremiah 29:11 says. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. And as the great Paul Harvey said, good day.